Ladies and gentlemen, if you look to your right, you will see the pilot coming in for the first of 2 high-speed passes. Ladies and gentlemen, the F-35B Lightning II. The Royal Navy and Air Force currently have over 50 servicemen and women working with Marine Fighter Attack Training Squadron 501 in Beaufort, South Carolina. These personnel will ultimately form the backbone of 617 Squadron as the whole UK contingent swells to over 200 personnel over the next 2 years of operations. The pilot is currently maneuvering for the second high-speed pass from left to right. As the pilot continues to maneuver, he will bring the aircraft in to demonstrate some of the agility of the F-35B. The aircraft will come back and perform a min-radius turn near Crowd Center. Proud to show you what the F-35B can do. It will fly from land and sea, from RAF Marham in Norfolk, and from the deck of Britain's biggest warships, the Queen Elizabeth-class carriers that are now being built in Scotland, and are the only aircraft carriers in the world designed specifically for the F-35B Lightning II. While the pilot repositions, get those cameras ready. As the aircraft returns to Crowd Center, the pilot will complete a slow speed pass that shows the profile of the aircraft to give you the best camera angle possible. Maneuvering to configure the aircraft for STOVL flight. Approaching Crowd Center, he will command the aircraft to change to STOVL mode by pressing a single button in the cockpit. You will see several doors opening. The large door on the top of the aircraft just behind the canopy is the upper lift fan door, exposing the powerful lift fan that allows the aircraft to hover. You also see doors at the rear of the aircraft which open to allow the main engine exhaust nozzle, which is manufactured by Rolls-Royce in Bristol, to rotate downward. Squadron Leader Nichols will now bring the aircraft to a hover at Crowd Center. The entire weight of the aircraft will be supported by the thrust from the lift fan, main engine, and roll control nozzles. collectively generating up to 40,000 pounds of thrust. This ability to hover is unique to the F-35B variant and is what allows it to be based on board aircraft carriers and in austere environments. Let's listen to the power of the engine as the aircraft decelerates into a hover near Crowd Center. The aircraft is now accelerating away from the hover to return to its deployed base at RAF Fairford. As the aircraft accelerates away, you will notice that the Stovall doors were closing and the landing gear was raised as the aircraft returns to conventional flight before climbing and departing to the west. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the demonstration of the F-35B Lightning II. The Royal Air Force, Royal Navy, and United States Marine Corps hope you've enjoyed this display and the future of British combat air power.
Richard, indeed.